FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee, talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net Radio!
LasVegasDiscount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. LasVegasDiscount.net. LasVegasDiscount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit LasVegasDiscount.net.
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
And lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a one-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
Who gives a shit with White? He's a piece of crap.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
You are listening to Ken Norton on Fight Net Radio. And I've been thinking that I would come out of retirement just to knock out Lee Honey.
Everyone, welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche, bringing you the wonderful world of boxing. Please visit FightNetRadio.com. I actually need to change the clicker again on Sunday, Andrew, and add another million to that moniker.
Ah, very nice.
I am joined. Oh,
it
sorry.
It hasn't stopped on my side.
Has not stopped at all. For those of you who don't know, you can go to our Facebook page. We have some very viral videos that are running right now. Fight Net Radio has become sort of the hot ticket. So if you were in on the ground floor, say, I don't know, 13 years ago, then you're the part of the hottest show ever. It only took 13 years. With that said, I'm joined, as always, by Andrew Labouche. How are you today, Andrew?
Very good.
Are you a boxing fan today, Andrew?
Yes, I am. Always.
I'm a boxing fan, Andrew, today. That's because I've partnered with the right team at Top Rank. We'll start right there. Top Rank has.
You got big news. Big news.
Top Rank has a fight on Friday. Okay, so let me give the backstory. So I was shocked when I didn't get the approval for Lomachenko, right? I didn't get a decline or an acceptance. I got nothing. And I thought, oh crap, I must have done something wrong. So I sent an email off to Top Rank, which, by the way, if you're just starting out and you're just starting to write, you can't just like write an email to Top Rank and have them check to see if you screwed anything up. That'll be the first. That's the first and the last time you'll do it, by the way. So I sent an email and I said, did I send in a credential request for Lomachenko? No, Lee, you sent in a request for Amir Khan in New York and you're approved. To which I said, Madison Square Gardens, Amir Khan. Thank you very much. Can't make it. Which by the way, if you're a young and up and coming writer, when you get approved for huge pay-per-views at one of the smallest venues that is one of the meccas of boxing.
Start a GoFundMe page.
You're right. It's not a GoFundMe thing, dude.
Why not?
It's my daughter's color guard championship. Please.
Oh, yeah. You gotta stay. Yeah, that sucks.
GoFundMe. No, I can afford to go to Vegas. In fact, my other.
York, buddy.
This is exactly what my other half said. You should go. I said, yeah, I'll just uproot everything that's going on and just go to New York for a fight.
Yeah, it's on Saturday. The championships is on Saturday.
Dude, I don't have anything booked. Come on.
Damn it.
What am I going to do? Stay in Jersey and train into town and go to the fight and then get out on Sunday with everybody else? I can't. It's at least $1,000 round trip, at least this late in the game. And I'm being nice. I'm sure it's less. And for those of you going, but Lee, it's much cheaper to fly. You can fly and fucked up coach. I don't fly in fucked up coach to the East Coast ever. Okay? Ever. Unless it's a red eye, Andrew, and I don't know that I'm doing it. I mean, flying to the East Coast is fucked up. But Lee, it's only 3.5, 4 hours in a chair. For all of you that are below 5'6" and think flying is no big deal, good for you. When you're above 6 feet and above 200 pounds, flying in coach sucks balls.
Yeah.
That's it. There's no way around it. It doesn't matter if I'm on an end or an aisle or a middle. Doesn't even matter to me at that point. The only thing I care about is whether or not I can take drugs and sleep if I have to sit and coach in that situation.
Hey, you know what sucks more is when you stand up and you still have to keep your head low. That even sucks more because you're not getting the full stretch. You know what I mean? Your body's dying just to get the stretch out, and you can't because you're under that fucking carrier.
It's going back to my days of being a speaker and being on the road 3 to 5 times per week when I'd be on 3 different flights, you know, in the course of a week. Fuck that. You got to pay me now to go, like, unless I'm going somewhere for a week.
Start a GoFundMe page for your kitty cat. You'll be able to go first class.
I'm pretty sure that I could get that. I could get $1,000 for that trip for my first class ticket and probably even be honest about it. And I'm approved to go, which is fucking hilarious. Because if you are a writer, then you've been following it on Twitter and know that everybody is requesting media credentials for that fight. Like, not just slightly. I mean, everybody's requesting media credentials for that fight. It's become like a running joke on Evan Korn's Twitter about the number of media credentials that have been requested around the world. And Fight Net Radio was approved. Go figure.
That's sweet.
To which I responded, I'm sorry, I screwed up, which you never do if you're an aspiring writer who wants to go to fights. To which she said, oh yeah, I remember, no big deal, no worries. To which I then responded, hey, if anybody cancels on Friday, let me know. To which I got an email back, do you want to sit in the row behind press table? I got some spots back there. Sweet. To which I said, I certainly do. Thank you very much. So I will be going on Friday. Doors open at 4:30. First fight's at 5 o'clock on ESPN Plus on the West Coast, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. So there's my plug-in for the Lomachenko card. The main card goes off at 11 o'clock East Coast time, 8 o'clock West Coast time. So there's 3 hours of undercards, Andrew. The rule is in effect, even though I might be in a foul mood because I don't have my table and my spread. So I'm not taking that out on Top Rank or anybody. It's just, I'll probably I might be stuck by another whore who's trying to,
it's your fault, though. You forgot to put in your application.
It's so my fault. I don't even know where to begin on the topic. I can't even believe that I screwed it up that bad.
Hey, will Jenny be in the house? That's the question.
Okay, like, there's got to be a new Jenny, right? Like, there's got to be another Jennifer.
You need to find her, Lee. We need another lap dance video. All right?
I'll say it again. If writers weren't such pencil dick dweebs who don't really notice women at all outside of ring card girls because they're directly in front of them, like the obvious half-naked girl walking around claiming to be press might be the dead giveaway that there's a problem. Just saying it out loud.
All I'm saying is find it and tag it with lap dance boxing, and let's go viral, baby.
You can go see that video and all the coverage that we've done on the topic. It's available at the fightnetradio.com page. Just click on Facebook, and you can go watch the. This would be now. It's now the most viral video in Fight Net Radio history. It has thankfully replaced 2 videos that include me that were the most virally videos we had up to that point. So I'm really happy to finally be moved out of the way by a whore, Andrew. Elvis Rodriguez takes on Kevin Luna to open it all up. Zavala Gonzalez, Rodriguez Sengur, Vanello Gabriel. Then we go for the vacant WBC Continental Americas ABCD WBO Global Middleweight Super eliminator title overture matchup.
Global middleweight? That's a new one.
Isn't it nice? I thought you'd like that.
Yeah, global.
Amikulan, who I'm sure is MTK Global or straight out of Oxnard, taking on Christian Olivas. Alexander Vesputin is going to defend his USBA welterweight title against Alfredo Blanco.
You know, there's some groupie out there going, I slept with the global middleweight champ. And there's some boxing guy going, what the fuck is that? What does that mean? Global.
I will have my handheld camera this time, Andrew. So if there is a groupie who shows up to try to show up and jump on Olivas or Janibek, one or the other this time, I'm going to be there to get it firsthand. All I've learned from my last Top Rank experience is you should have your handheld video camera at all times.
Right.
Arnold Barboza Jr. is taking on Mike Alvarado. That Mike Alvarado? Yes. Mike Alvarado. For Barboza's NABF Junior Super Lightweight title.
What's the over-under, Lee? 3 minutes? 6 minutes? What's Alvarado going?
How old is Alvarado, dude?
I know, bro. I got to think that he called Bob and said, I'm hurting for some money. Do you have a spot? And
I got a guy named Barboza who needs to defend his title.
Yeah. Where's Bob at? Bob answered him. Yeah, I got something for you.
Yeah, I got something for that. Yeah. Then on the main card, which will go off on ESPN Plus as well, you have two fights starting at 8 o'clock West, 11 o'clock East Coast time, your prime time main event for Friday night. Gilberto Ramirez, one of Andrew's favorite, taking on Tommy Karpensi for in the light heavyweight division. And then Vasily Lomachenko, the Matrix, taking on Anthony Corolla in the main event, to which this has been an opportunity for DAZN ball liquor extraordinaire and matchmaker extraordinaire of Matchroom Boxing, Eddie Hearn, to say that the reason that they're not selling out staples, the reason nobody's interested is because this isn't in Europe. Andrew, walk me through this fight on Friday that I have now agreed to go to, that based on the number of emails that I've sent and the kind of coffee I have to track down for the PR department, what am I going to go see? What am I going to get out of Lomachenko versus Anthony Corolla?
You are watching two showcase fights in the two main events. The reason why Eddie Hearn said that is because tickets aren't selling good. You heard Bob Arum come out this week and say that they shoved this fight down our, I believe he said shoved it up our ass, not down our throats, but up the ass. And it was the title defense. I guess he's mandatory. That's what Bob's referring to. And so Corolla's a face-first fighter, takes a lot of punches, been dropped, been cut numerous times. That's what's scary about this one, is Lomachenko hits you from so many different angles. He's very accurate with his punches. I expect Corolla to be cut in this fight.
Lomachenko's hung.
Oh, wow. That's where we're going today. Very nice, Lee. Very nice. That's what that one guy would say. Very nice.
Why is he wearing tighty whities to the weigh-in?
Because he wants you to say he's hung like he just did. He probably asked his team, hey, does my junk look good right now? And they're like, yeah, boss, it looks good.
Huge turnout at the old press there. Look at all the press that showed up there, Andrew.
I'm telling you, Bob Arum even said this week, he goes, they shoved this fight up our ass. He knows it's not selling. Lomachenko's not really a household name in America to be taking on, especially is this in LA, right?
Yeah, Staples.
Yeah, Staples. Yeah, come on.
They'll draw more than the Lakers. Yeah. See what I did there, Andrew? See what I did with that joke right there? It's actually pretty funny, actually. I was pretty cool with that. So far, that's not a bad photo. She's not bad.
No. It's very nice.
Oh, the top rank girls. Where does he get those belt buckles?
Anyways,
Andrew, I will be at the fight. Feel free to track me down. I'll be in the row behind press row.
Somehow we went from press conference to swimsuit edition. Oh, there you go. There you
right?
Go. Now my lady won't be mad. There's penis in my face.
There you go. Perfect, right? Back to my age-old sentence of you don't even really need to go to the fight. They just send you a whole roll of pictures now.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right? She knows the reason I'm going. I'm going to watch the fight. They're cool about it.
No, but you're trying to get some insight, right? You're trying to get some info from the inside, Lee. Come on, inside knowledge here. Let's ask some questions. Let's
Actually,
snoop around.
I'm the only one who was paying attention at the Pulev fight, for God's sakes.
You helped him out.
In the parking lot. Ooh, that
you
would
helped him out tremendously. If I was you, I would show our hits on that video to their PR girl.
I don't know how they feel about that.
Oh, Lee, you say.
And trust me when I say this.
Well,
their social media department is well aware of the numbers that we got for all of our Pulev videos.
Don't show it to the lady then.
No, I don't. No. I think my only question, really, if I was going to ask her a question, has Jennifer Ravallo ever requested media credentials for any other fight ever? Wow, look at the junk on that dude. Look at that package, bro.
Stop it. What are you doing? Look at Alvarado. I'm not looking anywhere below the waist. Look at Alvarado, dude. He doesn't even look young in the photo.
Who cares about that? Look at the size of that junk, man. Are they holding hands?
It almost looked like they were, yes.
And Alvarado looks like he's 80, and he's on his way to a knife fight. And he looks pissed off that he had to make weight.
And that guy's junk is a lot. He looks mad that guy's junk is a lot bigger.
Yeah, probably. And here's another thing that I don't understand. Bad tattoos of wives, girlfriends, and children. Now, I don't know the backstory. I don't want to find out that she actually died in a drive-by or something.
Oh, my God.
Not the point of what I'm saying, Andrew. Not the point. The point is, why would you tattoo a face onto your body ever like that? Ever, Andrew. Yeah. Ever. I've never understood that ever. What an odd photo in the background with construction going on at the new condos behind them. I don't know how I feel about that. I like the staging. I like kind of the setup. What do you think girls think about? What do you think is going on in these girls' minds as they're standing there?
Crickets.
Do you really think so?
No.
I always wonder what it's like to be like exceptionally hot. Do you just have like pointless thoughts all day?
Where's she gonna eat after it's over?
Now here's the money shot. All right, I'm gonna blow this one up so everybody can appreciate how great this photo is. Look at Bob. Look at it. Look at it. Holy jeez, look at that ass.
You're going to get in trouble.
I didn't take this photo. I don't know how this photo made it out of Top Rank.
He's looking at the ground. Come on now.
He's looking at the scale. All right.
There you go. Yes. Yes.
He's looking at the scale on the floor. That's the digital scale, right? It's like this is a Zapruder film. There's the scale. There's his eyesight. However, I'm telling you that this is a future meme waiting to happen. This is a meme that I don't even have to create. Somebody's going to see this and turn this into a meme, for God's sake. Look at this. It's set up for a meme, Andrew.
You're saying he likes his coffee dark? Is that what you're saying?
Did I leave the iron on back in the room? I mean, it writes itself. What else have we got? Who's the girl in the middle?
I don't know.
Is that the ESPN girl?
Or she did their makeup?
I don't know.
I don't know.
There weren't good notes on that. Top Ranks people, good. I don't think that was Sita. Is that Evan? No, I think this is their on-air talent. That's not Sita.
On air where? On the internet? Maybe they're on air.
Where are all the people for the event?
I don't think tickets are selling.
Why would you include these photos?
Maybe that's the very beginning.
These photos. Look, I did exactly what Top Rank wanted me to do. Did I not? They sent me the photos. I'm putting them out there. I'm displaying them. You sent me these authorized photos to use in distribution. And the best one of the pile, I hate to say it, is Bob about to be the next meme. Like, this is such a great meme. Look at it.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner? Is that what he said?
Winner, chicken dinner. I think the funnier meme would be what's going on in her mind. Feels like somebody's staring at me. We talk about boxing on this show. We use a website called Boxing Scene. Visit boxingscene.com. Shout out to all the folks over at Boxing Scene, Keith Eidick and the crew. Subscribe, get your news. I don't think they have a podcast, so I don't think they technically compete with us. If they did, I'd shit all over it. And I wouldn't use their website anymore. I'm just that competitive of a guy. We're going to do our stories from reverse to most recent, just so you can keep up on the week. This is from Tuesday, April the 9th. Canelo says he will gladly fight Golovkin again. Oh, by the way, Andrew actually saw how I pick out our news stories. And I think the most disturbing factor was the people that got no. So what I do is I go through their Facebook page and I see which ones get at least 100 or 200 clicks or likes. Those are the stories we talk about because it's sort of like doing a marketing survey. I know what you, the fans, want to talk about. Shockingly, Caleb Truax and got 2 likes over the course of the week. So I'm glad to see that there's a huge audience for Caleb Truax out there. Canelo will gladly fight Golovkin again if Triple G has a belt. Conditions.
Yeah, that sounds a little suspicious right there. I don't know why we need a belt all of a sudden.
Canelo had this to say. Look, first things first, he said through a translator. We have a tough, difficult fight ahead of us, but as a team, we have a goal, and that objective of the year is to win all the belts. If Golovkin has a belt, yes, why not? We've given the fans 2 beautiful fights, 2 great fights. Why not a third?
Nah, he's ducking.
Look, Andrew, the objective is to win titles this year. That's my goal this year. It was on my dream board. I made a dream board next to all my horses, next to my Canelo Alvarez logo. And on my dream board were pictures of belts, Andrew. You know, big buckle belts. I wanted dingo balls in the cab of my car, and I wanted belts to wear. My goal this year, look, he even said it in the next line. My goal is to have all the belts. It's on his vision board, Andrew. You learn about
I hear you, but that's a duck move right there.
Of course he's ducking.
Yeah.
Why do you want to fight a guy that could potentially beat you when you're on a roll and making hundreds of millions of dollars?
Because, like, seriously, no one else is going to be fighting Triple G now. Because you know Canelo wants your belt, which means you're going to be getting a $5 million payday by the end of the year, right? So Demetrius Andrade just said, yeah, we're not fighting Triple G for $2 million. Sorry.
Right.
We'll be Daniel Jacobs already got that fight. Rob Brandt is still out there, even though Saul already has the bigger WBA title. I don't know if Rob Brandt is even in the picture. See,
Top Rank would love a piece of that money. Bob would be right there with. But Bob would back Rob Brandt up and drop him off on the stage himself.
I understand that, but because he already had, Canelo has the super title, right? That's the small, like just like the Charlo.
Yeah, I know the WBA super.
Yeah, and then the regular belt or the regular champ.
Sure.
So right now, basically what Canelo just told you guys is his next fight will be in September against WBO Demetrius Andrade. Mark my words. Andrade's a dazzling fighter. This is not hard. I'm not going out on a limb here. He's a dazzling fighter already. Canelo basically just told Triple G, you don't land a belt, you're not fighting me. Sorry.
Next story.
That's a letdown because Triple G will be, 45 next year?
Yeah, probably. Tuesday, April 9th, written by...
You know they're lying about his age.
Tuesday, April 9th, by Jake Donovan of Boxing Scene. He is also the person I have caught most frequently misspelling in articles. CBS Final Four segment with Wilder averages 13.77 million viewers. What a fucking propaganda piece.
Woo! All right.
So you're saying, wait, before I read the story, Andrew, what they're saying, or PBC or CBS or Showtime, or probably more secretly, the angriest man in boxing, Steven Espinosa, is trying to say that because Deontay Wilder was on the Final Four in a segment, that particular segment drew more than the rest of the telecast. That would be my takeaway before I read the article. Would that be your takeaway before I read the article?
Mine was that, yes, he was seen by 13.77 million, which, you know, go ahead and read. But, yeah, I laughed at this one.
Here's the real answer. The unbeaten heavyweight titleist prominently featured in CBS's NCAA Final Four, which, by the way, if you didn't know, CBS also owns Showtime, and CBS also pays Steven Espinosa, which means CBS has a deal with the PBC, for those of you who haven't figured that part of the scenario out. The show averaged 13.77 million viewers, according to Nielsen, making it the second most watched primetime telecast April 1st through 7th. Trailing only the Texas Tech win over Michigan State. Let's see if he breaks this down. Of course, PBC. I'm going to wait for a Steven Espinosa quote. I'm sure. Look at all this shit, dude, about this fucking...
about him doing an interview? About him doing a fucking interview? Hey,
the platform also provided him... Oh, yeah, I got to read the whole piece. They win. You win, Jake Donovan. You win on your clickbait. The platform also provided him the opportunity to discuss the May 18th title defense versus Dominic Breazeale. The bout will air live on Showtime, which is owned by CBS. People. Oh,
which
no
also
shit.
owns BoxingScene.com.
Oh, this is even better. Jake, you wrote this
fuck?
propaganda piece because CBS technically bought you guys?
Yeah, PBC bought him.
I didn't know this shit
I didn't know that shit at all.
Oh, this is fucking breaking news right here. I don't know how many people in boxing actually knew this shit. I don't even know why you would disclose that. Jake, bad form. You just made Boxing Scene way more interesting to me.
Yeah, but that's gross. I didn't know that. So fucking De La Hoya owns The Ring and PBC owns Boxing Scene?
Yeah, we got to find a new... are we going to have to start using pound for pound again? I mean, their website's going out of business, Andrew. Maybe I should buy pound for pound.
It wholly owns the diary of CBS.
Dude, I don't even know what to say about this. CBS, Showtime, and Boxing Scene are CBS Corporation. Is that the biggest revelation of the article so far?
Yeah, I didn't know that at all, man.
I don't even need to keep going. Showtime, and particularly Steven Espinosa.
Now we know why this story was only on this fucking website.
Well, it explains the number of PBC propaganda pieces as well. I just thought that they had a hard-on for the PBC.
Right.
Wrong. Showtime, and in particular Steven Espinosa, president, and Showtime Sports, facilitated Deontay Wilder's appearance on the show. Timothy Smith, vice president of communication for PBC, told Boxing Scene, because we sucked their dick too, he worked with CBS. There's a lot of dick sucking going on here, man. A lot of dick sucking. I'm really let down by Boxing Scene at this moment.
Yeah, I know. It kind of is, Lee. I didn't know this. Shocking news. Whatever. The Ring is owned by Golden Boy, though.
I get that, and Dougie is working over there, and Dougie.
I wonder how long this has been.
This would explain why Steve Kim can barely get a job anywhere. Like, I'm sure Steve Kim is probably the second most opinionated man behind me and can't get a corporate gig anywhere. I think he's got ESPN slightly, but more or less, he's not able to get one of these plum ass paydays out of one of these organizations. Right. Because you gotta be willing to suck some dick, Andrew. Are you willing to suck some dick to make this kind of deal?
No, I'm not. No, sir.
And by the way, for all of you who think I suck Top Rank dick, you would be wrong. I just did 5 minutes on Bob Arum staring at an ass. Trust me when I say this, and I'm well aware of the people who approve and the people over at media over at Top Rank. They would not be happy with me doing 5 minutes of Bob Arum staring at ass.
At an employee's ass, too, on top of that. That's an employee of Top Rank. So let's go ahead and put it back out.
Andrew, she's a private contractor.
He was looking at a scale. He was looking at a scale, Lee.
Allegedly. Showtime, and we'll continue to use popular sporting events as a platform to make sure everybody thinks Deontay Wilder is the greatest shit.
Yeah.
And greatest boxer.
40-0, and he still needs a commercial.
By the way, where are your fucking Mikey Garcia numbers, you assholes? Oh, boxing scene, we can't use them anymore, Andrew. The show is coming to an abrupt halt. I cannot support the PBC in any way, shape, or form. I really like their website. I've got to unfollow them. First of all, let's just get to it now.
They went for the money, man. They went for the money.
We got to go unfollow boxing scene.
Oh, you're going to unfollow them?
They're dead to me, Andrew. I got to unfriend boxing scene. This is very disappointing, Andrew.
He's going to take his
like.
No like. Oh.
They're dead to me.
It's a lot of people like that page. They got more likes than fucking PBC. Now you know why they bought them.
They got more likes than us. I get it. And they got,
No, because this was the number one.
I got to unfollow them too. Hold on. Unfollow. I cannot support PBC. Oh, you guys wish you guys were that hip. They're dead to me, Andrew. What do you want?
Look at what their cover picture is.
I get it. I didn't think much of it because, I thought they were, they got photos across the board. They look like they care about boxing. And, Lomachenko's the top story. It was a good source to look at likes, and they're dead to me.
They were number one. They were number one for boxing information. I think they got bought because
they're officially dead to me. I'm going to have to go back to making fun of pound for pound each week.
Or Fight News. Go back to fightnews.com.
I like Flat Top.
Yep.
Good for them. We might as well just finish out the week. I've already pulled the stories. Fuckboxingscene.com. I'm going to buy it. By the way, I'm going to buy that name. Fuckboxingscene.com. I'm going to go at GoDaddy right after the show. Yeah, you can type in fuckboxingscene.com, and I'm just going to clip out a part of the show where I'm just looping repeatedly explaining that they work for the PBC. Shannon Briggs, David Hyde.
Shrink it.
Shrink it. You got it. There you go. Yep. I'm sure you're wondering, Lee, there can't be that big a call out for the fans, from the fans on Wednesday for Shannon Briggs and David Hyde. You would be wrong. This would be the top click story of anything I'm about to show you. David Haye will come out of retirement to lock horns with Shannon Briggs. Why? Because Shannon Briggs socially fucking trends every time he delivers a cake, throws a pie, shows up looking like, something out of a Rocky movie, for God's sakes. He's a fucking comic book character. If I'm David Haye, I'm taking $1 million and doing this fight. There's no question in my mind. This might be the easiest million David Haye has ever made.
And it's the easiest build-up fight to a Joshua, to a Wilder. I mean, come on. There's so much opportunity here for these two, for any heavyweight right now.
I'll put it for media. Look, based on everything Shannon has done up to this point to get anybody even to talk about him, from the cakes to the showing up, to the crazy rants, to the trying to choke the guy who's won the belts, to, all of his crazy shit. All right, you're back in the hunt. So you're going to get David Haye out of retirement, right? So this is an easy knock.
I think really it's the heavyweight situation that's getting them out of retirement, Lee. I mean, really, these guys have an opportunity here to face Deontay Wilder for an easy $5 million payday. The winner of this fight will move on to fight one of the three heavyweights, Wilder, Fury, and Joshua. I'm saying Wilder because they seem to be the one that's in the that needs the opponents the most. I really think after these next two wins by Miller, Joshua, and Schwartz, Fury, do not be surprised if you see a fight getting worked out between Fury and Joshua. There's a possibility they move on from Deontay Wilder. These guys have constantly put themselves out with the prices that they're at, this 50-50. Oh, the fight's not happening for 50-50. Well, you know what? Fuck it. The fight's not happening then. We'll move on and fight Fury twice. That'll take up a year of our career. I'll come back and talk to you in 2020 when Deontay's 35 years old, 36 years old. These two
Deontay's going to be way more pliable. I get what CBS, Boxing Scene, and Showtime, and Steven Espinosa, and now Keith Idec are trying to do. Yes, I'm including you, Keith Idec. I don't think you're impartial. Fuck boxingscene.com.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
That's the only way I'm going to refer to him from here on out, Andrew. Fuck boxingscene.com. In fact, I'm making t-shirts that say fuck boxingscene.com. So Deontay's under the belief that everybody's going to come to him eventually, and that's how he's going to make his money from the Steven Espinosa calculator of mischief, right?
Yep.
Right?
As long as he keeps that zero.
As long as he keeps winning and he fights guys like Luis Ortiz, Dominic Breazeale, these literal bottom dwellers of the WBC division that are already under PBC contract, that at some point Klitschko has to fight you? No, he doesn't. You think that he might, and you hope that he will.
No, they're saying 50-50. Look at right now. They believe his record, his resume, should get him 50-50 to Joshua. Not the fact that he hasn't sold any seats like Anthony Joshua. Joshua's 250,000. Deontay has maybe 40,000 in his last three fights. Not pay-per-view buys. Joshua's a global star, gets streamed around the world. Deontay Wilder got, how many views did they get? 200 and 300,000 pay-per-views? It sounds good when it's your first one, but what about when you tell them that each guy combined made about $20 million guaranteed? That takes your whole 300,000 pay-per-view profit. A good majority of that was spent. You're not happy when you got a price tag of 20 million for the main event and you're getting 300,000 views on the pay-per-view buys. You're not happy. Now, maybe if you're spending 7 million, 8, like when Pacquiao and Morales and Morales Barrera, when these guys were doing 350, 325, they were only making $3 million each. So yeah, Top Rank made a profit off of them. That heavyweight fight cost a lot more. I believe Deontay made like 12 million. The other one made 10 million, Tyson Fury. That's $22 million, you guys.
Which takes us to, what day of the week are we at now as we cruise and clean up the week?
So
we're up to Wednesday.
To stop that one real fast, I believe those two, they might get a fight together here. They're gonna make probably $1 million each, get the fight on, and then the winner will take on one of the top three. My money's on Deontay Wilder fights David Haye. You know what? Who do you got? David Haye or Shannon Briggs? No warm-up fights. Both of them just meet in the ring. Who wins?
Shannon Briggs.
I'm going to lean. I said Haye first, but you know what? That guy's injury prone, man. I'll go with old-ass Briggs, too, and that's going to be scary for Deontay because Briggs is about as scary as Deontay is.
Then he fights Deontay Wilder. He gets a shot at the payday, and I'll tell you why. Deontay Wilder loves fucking ancient fighters.
Craziness.
Look at everything that Deontay wants. Deontay wants to fight Luis Ortiz again. He'll fight Shannon Briggs. He can fight Klitschko. Sure. Let's fight all the old guys. Let's keep that title alive. And force Anthony Joshua to leave his $100+ million deal over at DAZN to come over to the fucking piece of shit Showtime network and fight on a pay-per-view that'll be watched by 5 people. Fuck that. Hey, by the way, fuck boxing scene, Andrew. My window's open. The kids are playing next door. And I'm screaming, fuck boxing scene. Earlier in the week, Lomachenko wants Gervonta Davis. Really? But why? This piece just in, because we've had fight week, this is what Lomachenko said. It's true. I can fight him with him for free. I don't need money. I came for my goal, but Davis never stepped into the ring for free. Never. We have different promoters. It's boxing politics. It's boxing business. You all know about this. And I agree. I'm amazed that this piece actually got in because it's basically shitting on Mayweather and the PBC.
I believe this was a response to Gervonta Davis saying he wanted to fight Lomachenko. Lomachenko was like, I'll fight him for free. You know what I mean? Like, he's a nobody, which he is.
Big Bad Bob had this to say. With Gervonta, you got to understand, Loma is an Eastern European. So he looks like that guy who are the good fighters and like the challenge of Gervonta Davis. But the truth is, it's not a pay-per-view fight. Yeah, let's be realistic. It wouldn't do the business.
Yep.
Thanks, Bob. Now we got that covered. Let's move on to the second most clicked story, which I just keep finding fascinating because we have a couple of stories about this. Amir Khan is oh so very popular with the fans. Khan had this to say about Benavidez, who boxed well with one leg. I got 2 good legs. Amir Khan recalls just how good Jose Benavidez was when Benavidez had 2 fully functional legs. He's a very good fighter, Khan told Boxing Scene. He's very strong, and that was when he was at 100%. Okay. The undefeated Crawford was ahead on all 3 scorecards, 110, 99, 107, 102, 108, 101.
Oh, so he didn't look that great.
He didn't look that great.
I think that's the writers trying to tell Khan right there.
I guess. I get Amir Khan's point, but I don't know.
Khan's a good boxer.
Does everybody get this, that Khan's going to be knocked out next week? Does everybody understand that?
Crawford's a better boxer. He's a better puncher. At some point, it's going to show up. It's the same thing that I have in the Jacobs Canelo fight. Jacobs is an excellent fighter. This is a great fight. But at a certain point, the chin that has let him down so many times in his career will show up in the Canelo fight because Canelo has dropped a lot of people in his career. The kid has power. So with Amir Khan, it's just a matter of when. If it's not 1 punch by Crawford Lee, it's going to be the 3 punches because Crawford can do that. He can land 1, he can land 3. You know, he's the best fighter in the world. I don't see Amir Khan winning this fight. It's a matter of when.
Vitaly Klitschko and the DAZN deal. They made a $100 million offer to the ex-heavyweight champion.
No. That was his counteroffer, I believe, sir.
Oh, okay. As previously reported, former heavyweight Vladimir Klitschko refused to rule out the return to the ring amid the rumors he would come back. Klitschko dominated the division, blah, blah, blah. The Ukrainian failed to reclaim, blah, blah, blah. Reports in Germany linked to the 43-year-old potential 3-bout comeback. Klitschko did little to quash the speculation. You never say never, he told Sid, whatever that is. My status has not changed so far. There are always rumors. I take them as a compliment. It's nice if the fans really want to see that. I'm pleased the community and the sport misses me. Streaming service DAZN has approached Vladimir with a 3-fight agreement. Let me tell you a true story. When the news came that a TV channel had offered him $40 million to make a comeback, I called him and asked what was going on. He said, "This is an offer that does not really interest me." Then a few weeks later, they were talking about $80 million offer. I called again and asked, "What is the situation now?" He said, "This is not an offer that has changed my mind. Maybe I'll start thinking about it at $100 million." Vitaly said.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, listen, he's the heavyweight champ. He's not coming back for less than what you gave some of these other guys, right? He's seen what Tyson Fury made. He's seen what Joshua made. Lee, he was a few punches away from stopping Joshua. The guy, his ego showed up. He wants $100 million. Give him $100 million. He's coming back.
I think it's a great deal.
Of course. I don't know what DAZN's money, their bankroll is. They've been paying out a lot of people, and with that big one that's still unsigned, and that I'm talking Floyd. I know I do it on every show, you guys, but damn it, that O is there to be bought. Okay, so with that still being out there, and Canelo saying he wants all the belts and everything else, it just leaves a window for that rematch with Floyd, putting Triple G on the shelf. But so I don't know if what DAZN wants to do here. You bring in Klitschko, they're already in Germany. Does this add more subscribers from Germany? Does it add more subscribers from around the world?
Of course it does.
You would hope. I don't know if it from America. I don't know, Lee, because he wasn't that big of a star here anyways. But that's what DAZN has in front of them when they're thinking about signing Klitschko. It's a great piece to the puzzle, though. You bring him back, you get him in a fight with a rematch with either guy. Wow, he's already fought Fury and Joshua. How sad Deontay is. Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, you rematch any of those two. It's going to be a great piece for DAZN in their heavyweight division.
Another story that I'm completely fascinated with, and the amount of clicks that it got this week. Ruslan Provodnikov is still leaving the door open for a return. Is there, obviously, based on the number of clicks and the fan response to this, Andrew, there's obviously, a group of people that are somehow magically interested in Russia's Ruslan Provodnikov. He had this to say: "At the moment, I'm officially taking a break, but for how long? I don't know. You need to understand why there should be a reason to risk your health. When you are hungry, you don't ask yourself this question. But when you are full for the sake of money and fame, you should never go to the ring. So right now, I'm involved in a slightly different activity, motivating young people engaging in political public activities." I'm amazed at the number of clicks this story got. What do I not understand about Ruslan Provodnikov?
He's been in a few, maybe 3 Fight of the Year candidates. He's a fan, right? He's a fan. What do they call it? Fan favorite. They like him. He doesn't need a belt. He's exciting. He gives it his all. He bleeds, right? That's a big thing. Is he bleeds for the fans. So got to think of fights like the Timothy Bradley one, where I thought he beat Timothy Bradley. Lee, I thought he was robbed in that fight. That's the one where Timothy Bradley takes a knee for the last 10 seconds of the fight. Literally gives up, bro. Like, I know it's smart. Oh, saved by the bell. But nah, you got to stop, man. You went down to one knee to let the bell ring. I thought Provodnikov got robbed in that fight. The Chris Algieri fight, I thought he got robbed in that one. That was a great fight for him. Who else did he fight? Castillo. He fought Castillo. He fought Matisse. Hey, he's got a lot of fans. He's got a lot. When you give your heart to the boxing world, you'll keep fans for life. He's a poor man's Arturo Gatti. Yes.
If you say so.
Oh, come on, dude. Arturo Gatti was no champion. Arturo Gatti is no champion. All right? Let's get that straight. His biggest fucking night is against Mickey fucking Ward. Stop it. All right? Ruslan Provodnikov's gotten fights against a lot better opponents than Mickey Ward.
No, I don't disagree. I don't disagree about that.
Yeah. Hey,
I'm just trying to understand
you want to know
the desire of the fans to see Provodnikov back in the ring.
You can go back and get our cut from Mayweather Gotti. I know you got it. I literally came on there and said I would quit covering boxing if Floyd Mayweather lost that fight. That's how for sure. And look at it. What the fuck? And we gave Floyd pound for pound on that night. We gave him pound for pound on the night he fought a guy with 5 losses, 3 of them by knockout.
I think I know more about boxing than I did then.
Hey, and then, remember Floyd is on the ground on the ring crying? Yeah, I did it. He kept saying, I did what? You beat Arturo Gatti. Oh.
Clarissa Shields is fighting on Saturday night. For those of you who forgot, they did have a very tenuous stare down this week. Their weigh-in will be tomorrow. I'm impressed that it's getting clicks and that it's getting fan attention. I just don't know. First of all, let me explain problem number one about this fight. It's on a shitty network, so it's not going to be seen by anybody, right?
Lee's going hard on Showtime. And
fuck them until they come up with a payday for me like everybody else. Fuck them. And fuck boxingscene.com. So there are 5 people clearly in Atlantic City to see this fight. So here's the question, Andrew. Let's go with the question and the reason I brought this up. Which gets a higher attendance? Hammer, Shields, or Lomachenko?
Oh, come on. Stop it. What did you say? A higher attendance?
Yeah, live attendance.
Oh, you mean live attendance. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know, man. Except in LA, the Mexicans got to show up. They got to come out for that fight, and there's Gilberto Ramirez. Oh, come on.
Yeah, right. No, Bob did his best.
Yeah.
He stacked it with a Mexican. He's smart.
Yep.
So
I don't know why Bob isn't pushing Gilberto to call out Saul more. Maybe they do know that he can't beat him.
Maybe.
Bob does a good job of throwing names out there during his fight week, right? All promoters do, right?
Yeah, he hasn't said much this week. He's been talking about all he's done is, we're not going to fight PBC guys. You guys need to get over this whole PBC is going to fight our guys.
He said he's trying to make Crawford versus Spence on the, Crawford's coming up. So now all of a sudden he's trying to make a Spence fight and then through the media too. He tweets, hey, check this out. He tweets to Al Heyman. Come on, Bob. We all know you. That's not how we're doing this. Al Heyman ain't setting that deal on Twitter. And then, so Gilberto Ramirez, don't hear one thing about why is Saul ducking Gilberto Ramirez, a WBO super middleweight champ. Yeah, that's a weird one. He might know something. They're pretty good at that. Those guys at Top Rank League, they really know how to matchmake. If they're keeping you away from a guy, there's a reason why.
And for the record, Christina Hammer is still hotter than Clarissa Shields.
She not by that much though. You really need to stop with that. You really need. I was looking at them. I've got to tell you, everybody has their own slice of pie, Lee. There's a slice for everyone. See, right there's a beautiful shot. There's nothing wrong with both of those. Those girls are playing on the same ballpark. I'm sorry.
No. Anthony Joshua prefers Wilder first, then Usyk defense. I'm sure you do. I get why he's doing it.
I don't want him to though.
Okay, before I even read the story, first look closely, everyone, because now I know the truth about fuckboxingscene.com. Nobody wrote this article, which means that it was created as a propaganda piece, right?
Or because they're PBC, this is a PR guy of Joshua. That's what you're saying.
Right. So we're going to take Joshua comments out of context. So let's get started with taking his quotes out of context. It's really good because we've got me and Miller, Wilder versus Brazil, Tyson Fury versus Tom Schwartz. Dillian White is going to do something. Use versus Hawkins. The heavyweight division is alive. It is booming. Joshua told Sky Sports. All right, so there's the quote out of context, right?
He still hasn't said he's going to fight him next, though.
I think it will be class if I can fight Wilder for the undisputed title, and then I could go fight Usyk, because then that would be the undisputed heavyweight championship versus the undisputed cruiserweight champion.
Okay, let's go back to the title. Okay, you read that. That's good. Now let's go see. Does it say? Oh, it does say first, Lee. It does say that. Prefers Wilder first. There you go.
Yeah, right.
All right. That's all right. I like that. I like that because look at Usyk is already fighting Takam, right? Good gatekeeper, good fight for Usyk to show he's a heavyweight. If Joshua fights Miller, defeats Miller, now he's saying he wants Wilder. Well, that gives Usyk another shot to probably fight a Povetkin. If he wants to go a little higher, he fights a Luis Ortiz. You know, someone in the top 5. Dude, then that undisputed heavyweight, undisputed cruiserweight fight, then you really have something there because Usyk is making a lot of noise overseas. The fight would be huge. You're talking 2 fights down the line.
Yes, I agree. And it would be a good fight. It would be an action-packed fight.
I'm telling you, I don't know why Wilder and them didn't go after Usyk. That was an excellent fight for them. They're both the same size. He's an undefeated cruiserweight
would have given him
champ.
credibility. Would have given him everything. But whatever. DAZN wins another fighter. Kovalev Yardy in the works for June of Kovalev's hometown.
Yardy's promoter said no. Yardy, I don't know if this is after.
This story is as of Wednesday. So are you saying that this is a no officially?
I believe his Yardy's manager is say anything about a manager's name. He already came out and said, "Fuck you guys, we ain't fighting over there."
So if
in his hometown,
Kovalev is gonna look like the guy we saw in the last fight, Andrew, I'm not interested.
Oh, you don't want to see the punches and bunches?
You mean the boxer Kovalev? No,
Yeah.
I don't want to see a technically savvy crusher Kovalev. I enjoy Kovalev fights. I like his style of fighting, but apparently his new style is how far into my 40s can I fight?
Lee likes if he dies, he dies.
Yeah, no shit.
Kovalev, yes, sir.
I want to see brain damage in the ring out of Kovalev. Why are you changing your styles on me? I mean, I think it's cool that you changed it and you're yay for main events and Golden Boy and everybody that's involved with this dude to make a couple of bucks on him. But
yeah,
I don't
still
get
think
it.
it was Elder Alvarez, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how his next fight goes.
Should I care about a Yardy fight? Is this actually going to show me anything?
We don't know who he is yet. Look, he's an undefeated powerhouse. He looks chiseled, right? He looks like the next big thing. There you go. That has stopped. Tundi Ajaya, trainer and manager, taunting Kovalev. Oh, for taunting. No, but I'm telling you, that's the guy that came out and said they're not fighting in his hometown. Won't travel. See, go up. Or go down. Yeah. It says won't travel. A side of the fight against Kovalev and won't travel to Russia or the United States to fight for Kovalev's crown. Boom.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I was amazed at the fans. Amazed that the fans are that into Kovalev.
It's the Yardy kid. That kid is pretty big over there, Lee. He's prospect, right? The unbeaten British contender, 18-0-17. He's 27 years old. That's the kid that's getting the clicks right there.
Yeah. Not doing much for me, Andrew.
Well,
I'm just
we haven't
amazed that
seen
the
him
fans
yet.
are into it.
You got to remember, you used to say the same thing about Anthony Joshua, and right now he's the undisputed heavyweight champ of the world, or unified heavyweight champ of the world. I'm just saying, there was a time you said Joshua wasn't shit either. Watch it.
He wasn't, and then he beat a Klitschko. Look, the minute Deontay beats a real heavyweight, and for the record, I do not even remotely think Luis Ortiz is a real heavyweight. I think he's a very fat man in a very bad division. Until Deontay Wilder steps up and beats a Usyk or a Joshua or a Fury or a big name, I'll even go so far as to say, hey, you managed to get Klitschko to fight you and you beat Klitschko, you're going to move up exponentially in my mind.
That's right. And then he's topped it off with Joseph Parker, that was undefeated champ too. So, no, he's legit. I'm going to say something about Ortiz. They played the waiting game with him. That guy was the black horse of the heavyweight division for at least 4 or 5 years. So, yes, he's old now. He did have his time when he was a true contender of the heavyweight division. He had an excellent fight.
How is Deontay, in his mind, going to justify that second fight for the fans?
Oh, I don't want to see a rematch. I'm over the Ortiz thing.
You know it's going to happen, right? You know that fight's going to happen.
Of course it might have to, Lee, because they're going to block him out soon. This whole 50-50 talk needs to stop because he is not on the same level as fucking Anthony Joshua. Joshua is a global star. Joshua is a marketing gold mine. He is making money over money. Wilder is over here scraping money from Showtime right now. Here's 12 million. Hey, I know they wanted to give you 20. I know. Don't take the 20. We're gonna give you 12. Then you're gonna win. Then we're gonna go back to S. This is what I want to know. Lee. I do the whole. We're gonna give you a dime. Then you take it to Daz, and they're gonna give you a quarter, right?
Right.
Let's say that happens.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's say it happens. Boom. They've been paying him less money. He goes to Daz, and says, you know what? Fuck it. We need to make this fight. It's gonna happen. The money that Showtime, Shelly Finkel, Lou DiBella, Al Heyman take out of that contract, does it still leave Deontay with a fucking nickel?
Yeah, I agree.
Right?
It just makes everybody else money.
It just makes everyone nice. He's so, I just want to shake him sometimes. Wake up, dude. I got to tell you again.
No, he likes living in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, or Mississippi, or wherever the fuck. He's a fucking hillbilly, Andrew.
His fucking comment was, I like
He's
the feeling
fucking
to be
hillbilly.
His comment, Lee, was, I like the feeling of a free agent. Who says this? We like the feeling of 100 million in the bank.
Yeah, you know who says shit like that? Mikey Garcia. And we're getting to his story in a minute.
Here we go.
He's next up. Canelo Jacobs. Jacob switches, but southpaw's not complicated for me. All right, Andrew. This is a little talked about aspect of this fight. It did come up this week during the press conference. The southpaw aspect of this fight for Canelo Alvarez. I don't think that this is a tough fight for Canelo. Okay. However, he is going to be fighting a guy who's going to fight him from the other side.
He's bigger. He's an American. Okay, American boxer. So he's gonna be. I always think we have the best fighters in the circuit. So that's a challenge for Saul Alvarez right there.
It's the only thing that gives this fight any drama.
Exactly. And you know what? I actually talked myself out of this fight. I was so into this fight, and it really is because the fans wanted it. And I'm glad Saul gave them Jacobs. But when you really dissect it, when you really look at Jacobs, come on, Lee, dropped by Sergio fucking Mora. Bro, dropped by Mora. Yeah. 7 knockouts. Dropped.
You were dropped by the Latin snake. Yes. I don't even know how to qualify that as a sentence.
Yeah, dropped, knocked out cold. All of these things are going to come back. And I know I'm missing one. I know I'm forgetting about one of his being dropped by someone. It's going to come back. Saul is very slick. He's very fast. The left hook will land. It'll be a surprise shot. Oh, Triple G dropped him round 2. Left hook.
There you go.
So he's been dropped many times. I think Saul will get ahead on the cards, and then he's going to play it safe in the last 4.
As he should.
Yes. No,
Which takes us to our other active free agent. Yes, go ahead.
Oh, no, you got to read it all, so go ahead. This is it. There's so much.
Let's talk about the other active free agent, again, who's probably under some kind of weird delusional Showtime PBC. I'm a free agent, therefore my nickel is worth a quarter. Mikey Garcia. He's taking on Eric Morales in an exhibition for charity event on May 18th. Team Garcia founder and multi-divisional champion and recently defeated Miserably Bad, Mikey Garcia steps into the ring with multi-divisional and multi-time defeated Badly ex-champion and legendary very old man Eric Morales in a 4-round exhibition fight. A portion of the proceeds. I hate it when they say a portion of the proceeds.
A portion?
Yeah, and legally to say that, it only has to be 10%. A portion of the proceeds will be donated to help support Team Izaac Colunga. Okay.
Don't be mean, Izaac Colunga. That's his young man's name, Lee.
Along with Mikey Garcia's main event exhibition bout, Garcia Promotion adds a festival of events and activities that include a dunk tank, a Ferris wheel, a special appearance by Janet Uribe.
I have no idea. Who's that?
Music, food, and drink, and a DJ, Andrew. Do you think you have a clown? If there's a clown at the fight, I'm in. Who's the dude with the heart on his chest? And the bug, the old guy, the CH character.
It's hard on his chest. I don't know. I want to know who Uribe is, though. Is this a fighter? Is it like, who are we paying to watch there? Portion of the proceeds.
Yeah, hold on. I got to Google this shit.
Just remember that.
Oh, my God. With a fucking clown. Okay, wait. It's like CH. And there's people probably screaming right now at their screen.
Why? I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. It's all right, man.
I know. I'm going to write something.
CH. The Bumblebee dude. The bee clown dude. Hold on.
I'm writing.
Why is my Chrome just shitting on me now in the middle of this? Go ahead and send me the email on this, because clearly my knowledge of Azteca TV is failing me at this moment, since all I watch is Sábado Gigante, which is the greatest show ever. Moving on. Gervonta Davis takes on Yurkis Gamboa, possibly for July 27th in Baltimore.
Hey, wait a minute. Why are we moving on?
Oh, okay. Let's not move on.
No,
go ahead and talk about that fight.
If you go down, it says portion of the charities go to the kid. This kid was shot in the neck. He's got a bullet in his vertebrae.
Okay.
If you're gonna do a fucking charity event for him, you give him everything. The reason why they're doing a portion, I believe, is because it's a professional boxing show that they're also putting on.
There's other fights on the card. I've actually got an email on it somewhere.
Scratch all of them. Lee, let me tell you, if Mikey Garcia and Eric Morales doing a 4-round fight can't bring in a charity event gate, if they can't get some money out of the people, what the fuck are those 4 nobodies going to do?
But they're going to have a clown and a DJ, Andrew.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Eric Morales needs to stay out of the ring. The guy hasn't been in the ring since 2012. I don't know what Mikey Garcia is doing here. I told you. I thought he was going to retire. And now we're doing charity events already. Starting to sound like Floyd.
I'm excited. It's in Rancho Cucamonga, dude. I put in for a media request. It's going to have a DJ.
I want to know how much money.
You think they'll have face painting, Andrew? If they've got face painting, I'm definitely there.
They should put on.
I will donate an extra $20 just for them to put on my forehead. Fuckboxingscene.com.
You might get kicked out of this event, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, based on the way it's structured. Because a portion of those proceeds are probably going to Steven Espinosa.
Yes. They're going to Mikey Garcia and Eric Morales. Morales is like, hey, I could use some money. You want to do an exhibition?
I got to go just to see how many people are going to fucking show up for this thing.
Oh, I bet you a lot. No, Eric Morales.
I'll bet you not a lot.
Come
I bet you they might as well have done a car show in the parking lot.
Oh, that's very well true. No, that.
Why don't they hold this thing at a fucking In-N-Out, for God's sakes? This is what you wanted when you sent the story over to me. Am I not giving it to you exactly the way you wanted it?
Hey, fighting that. I told Lee they can't pitch any slower to Lee for these ones, man. Come on. A portion of the proceeds go to a kid who was shot in the neck. You guys are scandalous, man. I think everything needs to go to them, you guys.
It would be hilarious if it was in the parking lot of the Rancho Cucamonga In-N-Out.
With the
car show. With DJ and balloons. And face painting. And a kid's petting zoo. What the fuck? Oh, and by the way, we're going to have a 4-round exhibition fight between Eric, I might have brain damage, Morales.
I know. How is this going to go nice for Garcia? What is he going to laugh while he's beating on
Are they going to wear headgear? What are they doing? What are they doing? What are you doing?
Ripping off some people in Southern California?
Really care about this?
Hey, I would rather see Morales and Barrera put it on for 4 rounds. Damn, Mikey, get the fuck out of the ring. Aren't you like, I could have swore they had him on the pound-for-pound ranking just last month. And now you're fighting Eric Morales in the fucking parking lot of In-N-Out? Oh, my God. What happened?
Title of the show, which is not going to get me media credentials. Eric Morales versus Mikey Garcia. Rancho Cucamonga In-N-Out. Winner takes double-double. A portion of the proceeds to help a dude with a bullet in his head.
Yeah, thank you,
and
Mikey.
since he's got a bullet in his head, he won't care that it's only 10% of the proceeds. A portion of the proceeds. That's so. That means you got to pay Eric Morales to show up. That's what it's saying to me.
Yes, it does. Yes, that's exactly what it says.
Who can we get that's cheap, that's a name that the Mexicans in the Inland Empire would come out to see? Nobody's going to show up just to see Mikey Garcia sign autographs. Hey, how much does it cost to get Eric Morales out of, Pea Patch, Mexico? There had to be somebody sitting around going, hey, I'll drive down and pick him up. I'll just drive down there.
I'll just drive down.
I'll go down to Sonora and go fucking pick him up. Burp, just get in the car. We'll drive.
Oh, shit.
Just 10 hours. What's the big deal?
I thought it was a joke. Lee,
It's not a joke, bro.
When I seen it, I thought it was a fucking dream match. Someone put on the thing, Morales Garcia 4-round exhibition. I thought that was like a dream, like a lightweight dream fight. Are you serious right now?
I'm more excited about the car show at this point, Andrew.
Yeah, I know. And then when I started reading it, it went from exhibition to professional boxing match. I was like, okay, what's going on here? Then it went from charity to portion.
Winner takes all. Winner gets a double-double.
There's 100 pennies, 2 for you, 98 for me. 2 for you.
Yeah, but that translates into pesos, bro. Right? Like, so a buck US is worth like 400. If I'm using an Espinosa calculator, this is $1 million payday.
That is it. Does Deontay know if they were showing him in USA currency or fucking pesos when they were giving him his prices? Oh, good one, Lee. So now you're pretty smart at this shit.
Gervonta Davis, Yerkes Gamboa set for July 27th in Baltimore because they're the only people that would pay money to see Gervonta Davis fight.
Gamboa is another one.
I just realized that this is now a propaganda piece for the PBC, Mayweather, Showtime, and everybody else, and I don't even want to give it the time of day now that I know what I know about fuckboxingscene.com. The fact that there were 200 clicks, I don't even believe that anymore. Like, I feel like Boxing Scene probably pays to get clicks on PBC stories, so a dumbass like me will talk about it on their show. Not to mention the fact that I've been editing their articles for the last couple of years.
Oh, now you know why, Lee.
Oh, bro.
So much insight tonight.
Fuck Boxing Scene, everyone. Fuck boxingscene.com. Unfriend them right now. Just fuck them. That's our last story. I got nothing left, Andrew.
I got nothing left.
Go to fightnetradio.com. And again, I can't stress this, right? Join me on Friday night. Tickets at access.com. They range in prices. Plenty of good seats still available. So I would come on out. I'll buy you a drink. How do you beat that shit? FightNetRadio.com. Click on the Facebook page. Follow us. You can watch us on YouTube because nobody's watching us on freaking YouTube as hard as I try. I can make Facebook work. I was kind of making Instagram work, but I'm kind of late to the game. Not to mention most of you are above the age of 40, which means you're already on Facebook, which explains why Facebook is our biggest platform for moving our content these days. But we are on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, NBC. I'll never be on CBS anymore. Hard to believe that I once was on a CBS network, Andrew. Could you imagine?
You were paid by L2
on CBS Radio? So here's the question. Back in 2007, that Lee knows what this Lee knows, and I'm on a CBS broadcast channel saying, fuck Boxing Scene, fuck CBS, fuck PBC. How long before I fucking lose that gig? And I'm sitting in the program director's office where he's looking at me going, did you just say fuck CBS? I might have, sir. I bleeped it. It didn't go out on the air. It was like bleep CBS. So nobody heard it except the people in the studio that are getting paid by CBS, sir. Ugh. I spent more time.
If.
Also, it's coming up. Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna do a commercial. If you have quality, see this guy right here in the picture? That's Andrew. If you want to click on that, that'll take you over, and you can go to Andrew's Facebook page and learn more about Andrew on that page. Nice. There you can. Yeah, 2 pictures of you right there. Go to fightnetradio.com. What have you got, Andrew? This is just going to tell me that it's going to scroll and not load. I don't even care. I'm just so irritated with. I just love this. You can go back and listen to last week's episode. What in the world is Steven Espinosa upset about today? What a great meme. What a great meme. The guy who produced this show, Andrew, really gets it.
Yes, sir. If Deontay scores a victory against Dominic Breezel, he must break away off the titty of Showtime and Al Heyman. This is not smart business that he's doing. If I was Eddie Hearn, I would set up a press conference with hidden cameras and then have everyone in the room and just laugh at Deontay as he asks for 50-50 when he's only making dimes with Showtime. It's insane. This is not how Floyd made his money. This is not what made Floyd the Money Mayweather. I don't know where Deontay thinks he's going with this, but if after Brazil, he still refuses to sign with one of the streaming apps, I'll black him out. 86 him. Don't need it. Wipe your ass with the WBC belt and throw it back at him, Joshua. That's what I would do. Because it's pointless. They're trying to make this man rich. They're trying to set his future. They're trying to set his kid's future. And he keeps throwing it back in their face.
Fight Net Radio. FightNetRadio.com. Fight Net.